Hello viewers, I hope you are all doing well today. Since you are watching this, I assume you are interested in learning more about the product we are covering in today's video topic. So let's go ahead and open up the CyberGhost VPN Android application. When you open the application, if you haven't logged in previously, you will first need to sign in using your user ID and password. As you can see here, if we navigate to the Settings button located on the right side, you will immediately be able to see your account details displayed at the top. Next, clicking on Manage Subscription will take you to the Subscription Management screen. Here, you can view your current subscription options, payment methods, and other related details. Okay, so I'm going to exit this screen now. If you click on Manage Devices to see how many devices you have connected, the app will redirect you outside to their web portal. Once here, you will need to log in using your user ID and password. So I am entering my credentials to log in now. I'm checking Keep Me Logged In. Now, I personally find this part a bit inconvenient. In my opinion, all these features should have been accessible directly inside the app itself rather than in a browser. Anyway, once logged in, you can see exactly which devices are currently connected. Moving on, if you want to configure a manual setup from here, you can utilize the OpenVPN protocol within the Manual Setup section. This is useful if you wish to use the OpenVPN protocol specifically on your mobile device or your desktop computer. I will have a completely separate video dedicated to the OpenVPN protocol, so please be sure to watch that video if you want to learn how to properly perform the OpenVPN setup. Now, if we navigate to the Download Hub tab, you will see that applications are available for essentially every platform. There's an app for Windows, one for Mac OS, and one for Linux. There are also apps for Android and iOS. And if we scroll down just a little bit further, here we have the app for Android TV, CyberGhost for Amazon Fire TV, and the CyberGhost VPN app for other smart TVs. And looking below, you can see there is support for PlayStation, Xbox, and options for routers. However, I do not see browser extensions listed anywhere here. That specific feature seems to be missing from this list. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the application now. So let's go straight back into the application. Here you will find several tabs such as General, VPN, and Wi-Fi. Let's look at Wi-Fi first. You should keep the Wi-Fi protection toggle enabled here. For unconfigured Wi-Fi, I recommend setting this to Ask. You should also review the options for how the app handles protected and unprotected networks here. If you see limited protection or a message saying location permission not granted, it means the app needs location access to detect Wi-Fi networks. You should go ahead and grant this. If you need this feature to work, simply allow location access from this prompt. Okay, for now I am selecting Don't Allow and canceling this prompt. Now, if we return to the main view, we can see that essentially all the app configurations are available here. In the General tab, we have Use Domain Fronting. There is also Share Network Data for troubleshooting, which you can choose to keep on or turn off, followed by Haptic Response. Below that is the Article Catalog, and there is Report a Problem, so if you face any issues, you can report them directly from here. You also have Terms and Conditions, Privacy Policy, Imprint, and the Delete My Account option if you wish to remove your account. Finally, the Logout button is at the very bottom. However, these settings are actually a bit off topic for us right now. Our main focus is the VPN itself. So let's switch over to the VPN tab. Starting here in the settings, this is where you manage your IP usage. If you have a token for a dedicated IP, you can enter it here to enable that specific address. If you don't have one, the app will simply run using the default shared IP addresses. Next is the VPN protocol. You can choose which protocol to use, such as OpenVPN or WireGuard. Personally, I think WireGuard works best. Or you can simply leave it set to auto, which is also a great choice as it automatically selects the optimal protocol for you. Then we have the small packet size option. While this can sometimes improve performance in specific network conditions, in my opinion, it is generally better to keep this turned off. Moving on to App Split Tunnel. If there are any specific applications you want to exclude from the VPN tunnel, meaning you want them to run on your normal internet connection, you can add them here. For example, if you want Gmail to bypass the VPN, you can simply select it like this. Below that is the content blocker. If you enable this toggle, the app will actively filter out ads, trackers, and malware. Now, let's take a look at the actual locations. If I click here to select a server, you can see there is a massive number of countries available. Reviewing every single one in this video is essentially impossible. However, I will try to make separate episodes later where I review them in groups, like one video for country starting with A, another for B, and so on. At the top, you will see a streaming tab. These servers are separated because they're optimized specifically for streaming platforms. As you can see, there are specific options optimized for YouTube, Facebook, Netflix, and various other OTT platforms. There's also a Favorites tab where your saved servers would appear. So let's go ahead and perform a speed test. I'm currently sitting quite far from my router, so I'm not sure how the performance will be, but let's try connecting to a server in Canada. I'll select Canada here, and as you can see, it warns that changing the location will terminate my existing connection to start the new one. Okay, so I am proceeding to connect to the Canada server from here. As you can see on the right, the power icon is spinning, and we are now connected to Canada. You can see it is connected via WireGuard, and it displays the connection time and bandwidth usage right here. Now, I'm going to run a speed test. I have the application installed for this purpose. Let me just find it. Here is Speed Test by Ookla. I'm going to set this up in split screen mode. This way, I can view both the VPN application and the speed test results simultaneously, side by side. Let's see how the speed holds up with both applications running together. I'm hitting Go now. Okay, the speed test has initiated. Let's observe the results. I'm actually going to move physically closer to my router right now to see if that improves the signal and speed. Currently, on this specific connection, I'm supposed to get around 9 to 10 megabits per second. Since I'm getting roughly 9 to 10 megabits per second here, this speed is actually perfect for my current location relative to the router. It won't go higher than this right now. So I'm disconnecting from this server now. Let's disconnect and try switching to a different location. We will check the speed elsewhere. I'm scrolling down. Let's try connecting to Finland and see what performance we get. As I mentioned earlier, I will eventually show you a speed test from my PC. That is truly the best way to benchmark these IP addresses, because my PC has a direct gigabit connection. That will show us the absolute maximum speed potential. Here you can see the speed isn't climbing very high. This suggests that when we test on the PC later, we'll understand if this is a bottleneck caused by the mobile device or if the PC yields better results. However, we have a basic idea now. The upload speed seems to be mirroring the download speed essentially. Okay, I'm closing this result. Let's try one more country after Finland. I'm navigating to the Streaming tab, and let's try connecting to South Korea. Since this is a streaming optimized server, the speed should theoretically be better. Let's see how the South Korea streaming IP performs. Well, it seems we have an error here. The connection failed completely. Let me try to initiate that one more time. It seems it still hasn't been able to connect. This issue definitely needs some attention. If the developers or the support team happen to see this video, they should certainly investigate why the connection is getting stuck like this. This behavior is a bit inconsistent, so I am going to skip the South Korea server for now. Let's see what happens if we select the United States instead. Once the connection is fully established, I will run the speed test again to verify the results. Network performance can be quite complex. Sometimes you get excellent results, and other times it just hangs. As you can see, the connection is struggling here. It appears that using these streaming optimized servers isn't giving us a stable connection for this test right now. Therefore, we should rely on the standard countries list to verify the speed. I'm going to connect to the India server. Remember, viewers, our main goal here is to review the mobile application itself and see how it functions practically. Now the test is running. With the India server, we are getting download speeds roughly around 11 to 12 Mbps. This indicates that the Indian server performance is actually quite stable and decent compared to the others. So, viewers, I'm going to disable the split screen mode now. Let's go ahead and maximize the application to continue our review. So we are back in the CyberGhost interface. Let's take a closer look at the application one last time to understand it better. At the top here, you can see your active device count and the renewal date. Clicking on Manage Subscription will take you to the platform where you purchased it, in this case, the Google Play Store. Below that is Manage Devices. Then in the General tab, you have options like Anonymous Statistics, Use Domain Fronting, and various legal information. Switching to the VPN tab, we see options like Random Port and the Content Blocker. Then there is the Wi-Fi option. Honestly, if you leave these settings as they are by default, you will get the best possible configuration. In my opinion, the default settings are the best. Also, as you can see, this application offers a 3-day free trial. If I go to Manage Subscription, you can see the details here. When you sign up, you get a 3-day trial period. If you don't like the service within those 3 days, you can simply cancel the subscription. So that wraps it up for today. I hope I was able to give you a clear basic idea about CyberGhost VPN, specifically what the mobile application looks like and the kind of service quality you can expect on a mobile device. That's all. Goodbye.